I like the person that I am, but I would like to furthermore understand who I am and why do I tick the way I do.
75% of the city is grieving.
It's a lot of grieving.
It's a lot.
It's not a solo mission. It's not something that I would ever advise someone to just say, I'm just going to have to suck it up and deal with this.
We really appreciate the opportunity to share about our perspectives and about the work that we do and what it is we're trying to accomplish through the Chester Community Coalition. We do trauma-informed counseling for families who have experienced a murder or a violent assault. We do group counseling for children as young as 4 years old, all the way through adulthood. We provide trauma-informed counseling services for people who have experienced violence or experienced the loss of someone through violence.
I think more and more people are starting to feel as though therapy is not just an option, but necessary.
I'm trying to better myself all around, mentally, emotionally, especially being a single parent. Sometimes it's very hard, especially when you want to either get the help or be a part of certain activities. When you have children, if there is no place for the children to go, then it's like, okay, so do I risk leaving my children home and having to go this place in order to get this healing in a way? Because for me it was therapeutic, but for someone else it could be healing, it could be life-changing. Doug did an amazing job not trying to pry or pull anything from anybody. It was more along the lines of, making you feel comfortable enough to share your testimony.
Between 1998 and 1999, I actually lost 3 people in my family within a 9-month time frame. That was the beginning of my grief journey. I lost a nephew to SIDS in October of '98. He was born on my birthday. 2 months later, unexpectedly, and then I lost my paternal grandmother to cancer in January of '99, and then my maternal great-grandmother in April of '99. And it was the most difficult journey that I've ever been on. Grief is as individual as our lives. Elizabeth Kubler-Ross said that, meaning that for as many individuals as there are, that is how different the grief journey can look. So how yours look and how yours look is mine is very different.
There are people from all different age groups that came, which was a big shout out to you guys. The young men was very inspirational because first and foremost, to get young men off the street into a positive environment to talk about the things that to some people is too much. You guys made them accountable to where it's like, okay, so what are your problems? What things do you want to work on? We're going to start with a few steps. That's good.
I think the accountability came because of the trust factor. That's where I think it really started at. They started to trust you. You know what I mean? That it's confidentiality.
When I meet with a family, whether it's a male, a teenage boy, a mother who brought their son, there's sometimes an instant connection just from a cultural standpoint. When I've worked with young men at the prison or young men in a group setting, they'll say, you know what, I've never seen somebody in your position. Never seen somebody in your position. So no one's ever talked to me a certain way. One of the things that an inmate told me when I was working in Philadelphia prison one night, she said, Mr. Ford, you saved my life. Could you save my life? And he was telling everybody, talk to Mr. Ford, he's a good guy, he saved my life. And it was just for the simple fact of, he just was at a hopeless state. He was at a hopeless state, and so when I had my time with him, I challenged him a little bit more than other people. And I'm very deliberate in saying, what you did was a mistake, but you're not a mistake.
Grief is more than death. It's divorce, it's miscarriage. It could be that you've been unemployed for 3 years and you lost your income and you're grieving because you've had a career change. It could be a military personnel who lost a limb, who has to readjust to a new health status. So there's a lot of grieving people. I sought someone to talk to because I wasn't sleeping. I was having a hard time. I think I had so much going on and it was so complicated that it took a toll on my mind and my body. And I needed support.
We all have feelings. We all have, issues, whether good, bad, ugly, or indifferent.
And you know, one thing that surprised me at the
Amen.
beginning, I was so angry. I was so angry. And like, I had to just kind of go to myself a little bit because I felt like snapping just everywhere.
And some people
at
do
work,
snap.
in the
Yes.
at the on the road, in the grocery
Awesome.
store, my kids, just there was nobody was safe. I was so angry. And I didn't expect that part because I mean, you think grief and you think sadness, you don't think grief.
This is something that can be impactful. This is something that could help change some of the generational issues that we've been having, you know, in our lives.
Day in, day out, you guys take on the most painful, the most challenging things in people's lives, and you help them to feel like they can manage it.
I really think it was just taking time and allowing myself to go on the process. I actually took some time off from school. Instead of doing an internship for the summer, I wrote a letter to the school and said, I need to take a mental break.
I am encouraging people, whether it's through us, whether it's through others, whether it's just through making space for yourself. Because I went to a meditation 2 days ago, I got it off of Groupon, so it was kind of like, it didn't cost anything. When I lay down there, nobody was jumping on me, nobody was talking, it was just relaxed. There were lavender, and I was like, ooh, I needed this.
Right.
I didn't even know I needed it until it was happening.
Right.
Sometimes you just gotta give yourself permission to take care of yourself.
That's right.
So if I had to tell them anything, I'd tell them just go for it. Take a chance. You're worth it.